Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers. The Boilermakers will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So Ohio State's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Running back searching for a hole. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Here comes the offense on second down. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to...
Great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on third down. And the Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. Promising start to that drive, sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. So Purdue's offense has the ball for the first time. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, that can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the catch. It's Branch. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Off the play fake. Buys a little time. At the 40, there he goes.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a man, it's Palmer. Nice move there. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Hang on, Swoopy, the Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Swings it out to his running back. At the 35, he's open. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's first down at the 27. The Boilermakers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to go up top on first down. Touchdown, Purdue! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. Coming out with it, it's Young. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. Snags it on the right. He's loose. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the move from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Lost a throw on first down. And a sack all the way back at the 5. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Second down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Smith. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man. It's Harris. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Boilermakers will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll haul it in right around the logo. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're going to test the right side with this one. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. He'll keep it himself. Ball down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be brought down. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Harris. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Going to swing it on second down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hart. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And the Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. And the Buckeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The defense is backed up as the offense is in the red zone. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They'll go to the ground. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
It'll be third and long. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. He caught him, and he won't be able to push his way in. He's stopped at the 1.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with first and goal because of great third down execution by this offense.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together. This is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely game.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Tight end now in motion. On the run, it's Peoples. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it up to 34. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back. And we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. They go to the ground. Jumped on top of the pile.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying to find the end zone. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to run it in from the 2 on 3rd down? Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's shown it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Pulls it in, it's Smith. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a 1st down, and they've got to show this urgency. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. The Boilermakers headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. With the catch, it's Smith. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Bring in the heat. He'll try to do it himself. He'll slide and avoid the big hit. The Boilermakers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll run it. Powers through the defender. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Caught close to the marker, it's Graham. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
I love when you sell the run like that quarterback did right there. Stuck it in the belly of the running back, pulls it out, runs the play action. Great job of confusing the defense a little bit, making them honor the run, and then throwing the ball in the lanes right behind him.
A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Buckeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Returner will field it and try to get some field position.
The return is brought down at the 14.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
The short hands, it's Harris. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. New set of downs after the completion. Gives it on the option. Can't get him to the ground. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Couldn't find his man last time. That leaves him with a 3rd and 6. He's looking to pass. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll take it on the return. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Going to the running game. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Buckeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the first. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
To the air, it's St. Clair. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
Football oftentimes gets won by the teams who play the best on the critical down and distances. What an amazing play by that quarterback on 3rd down. Able to put his team on his back, use his legs to extend and buy time, and then go score. Awesome job.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running?
Turning it on. Makes it past the marker. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big hitting gear, and got the long touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Oklahoma State is ahead early in Stillwater, but it's not exactly Barry Sanders or Thurman Thomas out there. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 6 over Iowa State. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, running up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Pocket breaking down. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Gonna run it. It's Hart. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. He's going to run it. And he gets down on the slide, and that's not the only thing down. There's a penalty marker on the field. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter. And how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led. There he goes. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Offense in a split backfield. They'll try the run. Fights off a defender.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Boilermakers will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's St. Clair. Using the quick game. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Under fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And finally, you're seeing some life from the defense. They've been struggling all game long up to this point, but back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays.
Makes the grab on the right. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. The Buckeyes are flying down the field. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Might be calling a hot route. They'll try the toss to the left. Breaks into the open. Running it inside the 30 and finally out of bounds at the 27. The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. The give and tick, 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 tick.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one?
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Breaks the tackle.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Baldridge. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. The Boilermakers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. He's taking a deep shot. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their 1st pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Boilermakers send out the punt unit. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today, we kicked them in the face?
They'll go to the toss. And a short run there, and that'll end it. Winning